Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be doing our daily transparency update for Friday. So as you all know, I did not upload on Friday, and so I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss the portfolio update for that day because we did see a lot of action on Friday. It wasn't just one of those typical days where it's going back and forth and we just lose a little bit or gain a little bit. Friday was actually a pretty significant day, so I want to make sure that I actually cover this on my channel and do a transparency update for that. So if you're new here, transparency update just means that I show my portfolio's losses or gains for every single stock market day that I can, and then I make a video on it and just talk about my general feelings about the market and especially Tesla stock as well. So anyways, as always, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed these videos. And we're also just going to be talking about, could there be another stock market crash happening sometime soon as well? I know that's a hot topic recently, with Friday being such a big drop day for some specific stocks out there, including Tesla. And also, just to add this in, one thing that I forgot to mention, Webull has a promotion right now where you can sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account, and you'll get 3 free stocks valued up to $1,600. And keep in mind, it used to be 2 free stocks. It's gone down to 1 stock in the past, but at this time, this is the first time I've ever seen them give out 3 free stocks valued up to $1,600. So definitely feel free to take advantage of that promotion. You can use my referral link. It's in the description below. And like I said, to get those extra free stocks, you just have to deposit $100 into your account, and you can take that $100 right back out. So it's basically just nice passive income. And honestly, I think it's a good idea to take advantage of that promotion because not only does it support the channel and this community, but it also helps throw some money your way as well. And especially if you're a new investor, then that's kind of the incentive to get you involved in the stock market. And there's some nice discounts going on right now as well. So anyways, with that, let's just get into this. And as you can see, the portfolio is currently at a value of $154,339.91. And in the normal market hours for Friday, we had a pretty notable minus 5.58% drop at minus $9,150.70. And then in the after hours, we had a minus 0.27% drop at minus $421.37. And I believe at first in the after hours, it was actually in the green. And then as it got toward the end of the after hours for Friday, it started going right back into the red. So I'm actually really curious to see where the rest of the stock market goes on Monday and Tuesday with this election coming up. Honestly, I'm hoping that it's red days before the election. My prediction is that I think we're going to see this downturn continue at least until after the election. As I stated before, there's just a lot of uncertainty and people kind of being a little bit fearful about the market right now with the election being on the horizon. But of course, the reason that I'm excited about the possibility of seeing some more red days over these next couple of days is that Tesla stock will likely be at a discount. So that's really what I'm looking at right now. I don't have a lot of cash on the sidelines, but still it makes me happy in the sense that we're at least seeing something happen with the market. And at least on these red days, there is that advantage of getting a stock on sale and getting it at a much cheaper price than you could previously. So I actually view pretty far into the red days as a good thing because that gives you a chance to have a notable discount for a company that you're interested in or a stock that you just want to buy. So for me being a long-term investor, I have to admit, I would just much rather it be a huge red day than us see like this back and forth that we've seen over the last couple of weeks with Tesla stock especially. So I would actually be glad to see another red day and another huge discount for Tesla. And I know the short-term investors, that makes them a little bit scared because they can't afford to wait for the share price to recover again. But for me as a long-term investor and someone that's always looking to pick up more shares at a discount, then a big drop for Tesla is always a good thing for me. So as I said, I don't have a lot of cash on the sidelines right now, but I can almost guarantee if we see a huge discount that I'm most likely going to be trying to pull some strings and at least get a fractional share or something out of it, because I just feel like when you see these opportunities like this where the share price is dropping significantly, especially if we take a look at Tesla stock over this past year where it dropped significantly with a crash and it reached a low point of $72.24 per share on this March 18th date. And this was one of those days where there was a lot of panic, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of people scared regarding the topic of the stock market. And so you can guarantee the people that bought on that day and took advantage of that fear, they are sitting pretty right now with their Tesla shares because they made a lot of money off of that. So big shout out to the people that bought the dip on Tesla stock when we had that huge crash. Unfortunately, I was buying a few different stocks as well. I still made a lot of money based on that dip, but unfortunately, I wasn't buying a lot of Tesla stock back then. But a few months later after that was when I really started to buy more Tesla stock, and now I'm just basically all in on this because I think it's just a really good investment for the long term. But that's just one of those examples where more aggressive investors were able to take advantage of a situation kind of similar to what we're seeing with this last Friday. So that's what I'm going to be doing as well. Even if this is another stock market crash, it's not going to be worrying me that much just because, like I said, with what we saw earlier this year, that just presents itself another opportunity to get some shares on sale. And at this point especially, I need some more time to be able to purchase more Tesla stock and build up my cash reserve to be able to buy more of this stock because, of course, I have to pay off some other things as well with my tax bill coming up in April. Then I want to max out my Roth IRA also. So I'm completely fine with being able to have more time to purchase Tesla stock when it's still worth buying, when everyone else still doesn't understand this company. And I think that's where the opportunity lies. So with that being said, for those curious, I will not be selling any of my Tesla stock anytime soon. Even if we see another minus 20% drop day for the stock, it's not something that I'm going to be concerned with. I'm only thinking about buying more at this point in time, regardless of where the price goes. But now that we've addressed that, let's just check out some of the other stocks in the market as well, including Nasdaq and VOO. So for Friday, Nasdaq and VOO were in the red, but they didn't drop as significantly as a lot of the other tech stocks and ones like Tesla. So as you can see, Nasdaq is at minus 0.84% for Friday, VOO is at minus 1.06%, Adobe was at minus 2.98%, so that's a much bigger drop than Shopify at minus 5.20. That's not really that big a surprise considering that Shopify has been one of those kind of similar to Tesla. It's seen a big run up recently, so it's kind of similar in terms of that volatility. And then we also have Nvidia. That's also one that we see similar to Tesla on the red days as well. That's at minus 4.02%. Microsoft at minus 1.18. Not that big of a drop, honestly, compared to the rest of the market. Apple at minus 5.91%. That's another one that has been a little bit similar to Tesla, considering the similarities between the two with a run up for the stock split and things like that. And then we also have Amazon at minus 5.45%, which is kind of a surprise, but then again, not so much. But it makes you wonder. Amazon is one of those ones that is going to continue to flourish even with the rising cases of Rona right now. But that's the thing. Amazon is one that succeeds regardless either way. So honestly, it makes me wonder, is there a discount here with Amazon with it dropping minus 5.45%? Obviously, I'm still focused on Tesla stock. It dropped even more, but still, that's kind of interesting because Amazon is the one that really isn't affected by the Rona situations, maybe with the supply lines and things like that, but there's actually more business coming to Amazon because of the Rona than if there wasn't this problem. So it does make you wonder a little bit with that one, but I have to admit there has been a run up with the Rona over this past year, kind of driving the price up. People started to buy it more because of the Rona, because it is one of these companies that can be successful regardless of the Rona. So that's another thing as well. We have seen a run up with this one because of the Rona, and now we're starting to see a little bit of a downturn with this election coming up. So anyways, like I said, I think this is simply just an opportunity in the market right now. And if I were to give an actual prediction on the stock market right now, keep in mind, take this as a grain of salt. Nothing that I say or have said in this video is to be considered financial advice. This is me just simply sharing my thoughts and opinions at the current moment. Keep in mind they can change at any time, but I believe that we will see a pretty quick recovery after we get the results of the 2020 election. And then once we finally get an answer on that, I think we will see a recovery with the stock market. I do believe that at this point in time, the stock market is a little bit dependent on who actually wins the election. Now, in terms of who I think will win this election, I honestly think Trump will win re-election, and I think the stock market will react positively to that. We've seen in the past, even with just Trump speaking over this past year, when there was a lot more focus on the Rona, we would sometimes have these typical days where the stock market would be just having an okay day or sometimes even a bad day, and all it would take was Trump to just go out on the news and start speaking, and then you'd see like within that last hour of the stock market day, it would start to go up, and you could tell the market had a positive reaction to that. So I think in general, the stock market as a whole leans a little bit more towards Trump, and I think the only reason that we've seen the drop over the last couple of days has been this uncertainty around who is going to win this election. And even though I think this election will have more of an impact on the stock market than what we've seen in the past, I still believe, regardless of the outcome, that for a lot of these companies, especially whether it's Tesla or just a lot of the major ones like Apple, and the ones that are on the come up right now, a lot of these are likely going to be successful regardless, but I think the main thing that people are watching out for is just something that would cause the stock market to go down in general, an event that is not purely specific to a certain company, but more of something that would just cause the stock market to go down in general. So I think that's what some people are looking out for. But full disclosure, regardless of who wins the election, I'm still going to be buying Tesla stock, and I'm not going to be selling it or anything like that. So don't worry, my investment decisions aren't going to be changed by whoever wins the election. I still think there's just a huge opportunity in the long term for this investment in Tesla stock. So nothing is going to change there. But anyways, let's just go ahead and check out the rest of this portfolio. Well, I guess Robinhood is down right now. I was going to show you all the weekly, the monthly, 3 months, past year, all time, maybe even the daily. The daily is the only thing that works right now. And I actually bought more Tesla stock last Wednesday, and I've been wanting to do a video on it. And I tried to do a video on it last night on Saturday night, and Robinhood was messed up again as well. So I'm still waiting to do a video on me talking about me purchasing Tesla stock recently. So I still haven't been able to do that because all of these numbers are messed up. As you can see, even the charts for like the different time frames are messed up. But if I go to my recent purchases for Tesla stock, it won't even give me accurate numbers. It says every recent purchase was on like the 23rd or something like that. So it's still a little bit messed up there. But whenever that gets fixed, I'll be doing a video on that as well, just talking about my recent purchase, how much I spent and my justification for that and things like that. But anyways, with this video, I just wanted to share my general thoughts about Tesla stock. Is there going to be another stock market crash in the future? And in terms of will we be seeing a long-lasting impact of this downturn, regarding whether we see this recovery for the most recent red days, I think that does depend on who wins the election. And I think in a situation where Trump wins, then I think this recovery of the most recent lost days will happen fairly fast. And if Biden wins, I'm not really sure how the market is going to react. I can't say with certainty or any predictions just because I have no idea, and I don't want to throw something out there when I don't have a lot of confidence in a statement. So I honestly don't know what the market will do in that scenario, but I can say that I think in general, in the investing perspective, I think the stock market will be in a more generally good direction in the case that Trump wins. But regardless of the results, nonetheless, it's all going to be pretty interesting. I'm actually really interested in seeing how the stock market moves after the election, depending on who wins and things like that. So it's going to be interesting because this is like a real life experiment right now where we're going to be able to observe the reactions with the stock market in comparison to the election results and what's happening in the world. So I've always found it pretty interesting just to see how the market moves in reaction to different events that affect that movement. So anyways, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks, and especially with Webull right now, you can get 3 free stocks valued up to $1,600. And to get that, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. Keep in mind, you can take that $100 right back out after you get your free stocks. So it's basically just nice passive income with minimal effort. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.